What is up, guys? We're in here with another fantastic deck. Today we're going to talk about a Sableye Decidueye with a twist, with actually Inteleon inside. A really fun deck, and honestly a deck that, let me tell you, it's a big brain deck. It's for big boys, and definitely it's one of those decks that you have to know what your opponent is playing. You really have to be sure what to strike, what to use, because there's going to be multiple ways of playing this deck. You'll see that in the gameplay portion, depending on the matchup, because sometimes they'll, they only have baby cards. So what do you then? Maybe they'll have something different. You gotta know what are their weaknesses and the strengths of your opponent's deck. They might be playing Porygon, and you'll see that in the gameplay portion. That's the engine, you're gonna go for that. So this is a deck that is not the easiest one to definitely play, but it's a fun one to use. So let's take a look what we have inside, and let me tell you, it's a really fun deck. So as you can probably see, we got 18 Pokemon, 30 trainer cards, and 12 energy, and we've got Sableye, Decidueye, and Inteleon. Those are our three main guys. Of course, there's also the Dene for the additional draw to discard the bad hand, but well, we kind of wanted to use only in early stages. In terms of the Decidueye and Inteleon, depending on the matchup, you're going to use them free. Either you're going to use both of them, or you're going to only use one of them, of course, depending on the matchup. And then you got a Sableye as a beautiful finisher and a beautiful finishing touch with a crazy claws. So let's start from left to right. We got 3 Sableye Vs, 3, 2, 3. So 3, 2, 3, a line of Rowlet, Datrix, and Decidueye. 1 the Dene GX. If you want to go Crobat, I do prefer the Dene here, right? Again, the reason is you kind of discard the hand, right? You thin out the deck a little bit. And then a 2-2-2 line of Sobble, Drizzle, and Inteleon. Again, we'll be also using Scoop Up Net so we can bounce it back, and actually, Kovac woke up, and actually, we'll be able to get the items that we need that way. Then we have 3 Crushing Amas with 3 Evolution Instances, 4 Quick Balls to search for the basics, and so we're gonna be able to actually play them from our hand, 4 Rare Candies, 2 Scoop Up Nets, as I said, right, to bounce back those baby cards, especially Inteleon, to get him again and draw the items that we need one more time. Of course, mainly what you'll see me going for here, especially with Shady Dealings, are actually Evolution Incense and a Rare Candy to get the Decidueye probably. Then 2 Bosses Orders, 4 Marnies for the disruption, 2 Pierces to get actually the energy for the Sableye V, 2 Researchers, 2 Roses, 2 Air Balloons, and the energy line is a bit weird, but no worries. We have 4 Auroras, 4 Dark type energy, 2 Grass type, and 2 Water type, and that is a whole deck. It's a really fun one to play, and you'll definitely see that in the gameplay portion, but it's a really tough one as well. So let's move on to the gameplay portion. Let's alright, I'm back, ready to go, almost. Now I'm ready to go. But I'm glad that deck is really fun. Enjoying it. I did enjoy that. What were we playing? Oh yeah, what was his deck? There it is, Gritcho. Gritcho's deck. Let's take a look. It should be a fun deck. Heads. So we want to go first, kind of judging by the content. Okay. Yeah, I can just go Sobble first. I'm not gonna play Sableye yet. I just want to know what my opponent is playing before I'm gonna drop anything on the board. Baby Blaze. Well, let me tell you that. I think Sableye is gonna be an attacker. I mean, it's gonna go that way. Like, honestly, that's what I think. So the reason why I want to go with Inteleon is that he can snipe, but also it's my opponent's weakness. So it's kind of like, unfortunately, that way. And research. Okay, drizzle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for two Inteleons. Let's take a look. We got 2 more. It's a rare candida. Get this 60 on the bench. It's more important. This is just me respecting Baby Blaze here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab Incense, and the reason why I'm grabbing Incense is because I can have Inteleon here, and for next turn I can have a second Inteleon. Because if I'm gonna evolve here, I'm gonna grab Evolution Incense and the rare candy, so I'm gonna have a second one ready to go. I mean, you do what you gotta do, right? Okay, Baby Blaze. Retreat. Okay. Stamp. I mean, it's stamp to 6, so it shouldn't be problematic. Dang it. It kind of is. You know what? No, it's not problematic. If he's gonna knock me out, I have a Rosa, so I can still do this. I can even pull it off a bit better. Okay, that's just a Grand Flame. Okay, so yeah. I'm missing Roxy, definitely. Like, I know I'm playing it completely differently, and I'm just going all in on Inteleon. But the matchup is pretty hard. Okay, there we go. So, I got what I wanted. Now, I'm gonna do exactly what I wanted to do. So, Evolution Incense and Rare Candy, as I said. Incense for another Inteleon. I got Aurora, so I'm gonna have another Inteleon ready to attack next turn. So that's Inteleon. Candy. Yep. Okay, so what I might need is boss order. Now let's do a crushing armor. Nope. Like, he's not playing anything that, you know... Okay, here. Only 20, but... At least now I'm sniping him to the point where I can play Sableye. And I have 2 boss orders, so like every single turn that I'm gonna target specific Pokemon. And there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna have to target this Blazion, right? Because it says if your opponent has exact, I have to be careful. This is tough. Okay, again, he's going for it. And was also gonna add what he's doing, and I honestly, is he playing Fire Crystals? I think he is. Okay, that's a switch. That's gonna be Arcanine going in. Oh, okay, so he's giving me that Blazion. So he's protecting Growlites right now, or Arcanines. Right, Tool Scrapper, I don't mind. So yeah, that's good. That goes boss orders on an Arcanine. Not even overthinking it. Just straight on. Okay, preparing another one. Aqua Bullet. Okay, how are we looking here? 4 capture, okay. So he knows next turn I'm gonna be in range, kind of technically, of that Baby Blaze on his bench, the Psychic one. Okay, what do you do? Okay, that's energy. But you know what? I'm gonna have to risk it. Like, he can do those 12 damage counters, but they're not gonna knock out those Inteleons. He can knock out, well, Sableye, but he can't really knock out. And those Arcanines, like, those are the most important pieces of the puzzle for him. So that's where I'm going with it. You see? Oh, I know that's not kind of the way you wanted the deck to say, you know, and that's not the way you would normally play it. But I mean, that's, you know, that's kind of how you do, how you have to do sometimes, right? You know, you have to completely change your game plan, and that was precisely what we did, right? We changed the game plan, and it worked. And it turned out, you know, the reason why I focused on Arcanines was like I saw that that is the main piece. The Baby Blazes were like there to first. The Fire type was to keep retreating. The other one was just to scare me, probably. I think he maybe played Aurora, but it was just, again, 160 HP on our mod. Yeah, like it was impossible. We had to go first, yeah. But I still think, you know, Sableye is great with Roxy. Like, that is a great deck. Okay, so again, I'm only playing Inteleon, not playing Sableye yet, and the reason is I don't know what my opponent is playing. I'm going first, so I don't have to, like, you know, put everything on my bench. And let me tell you, okay, I kind of know what he's playing, which means I don't think I'm gonna go with Sableye. Just to have, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go for it just to avoid Dong at this point, but I don't think that's a right move, but avoiding Dong. Okay, Kabu. So what I would say, Gritcho, I would probably drop completely Inteleon and just go Roxy and Weezings, probably. Because, like, let me tell you, with this version, you have to really know what you're facing. Which IRL, it's kind of easier because you go to a game 2, and, you know, game 2, you know exactly what you're facing. so you can change the strategies on the go. But here, oh, let me tell you, that ain't easy. Like, you see, again, I thought this is a completely different deck. That's why I played the Sableye. I honestly thought my opponent is playing totally different thing. Now I see it's a baby deck, so a huge problem. No death tricks at all, like there's no point. Let's get Drizzle. I mean, it's so hard sometimes to determine, you know? Okay. We'll get Inteleon. Roulette. Let's go with it. I'm gonna take, you know, I'm gonna take it both ways. So that's my evolution for next turn. Energy, pass, okay. I'm 100% playing Research next turn, just so I can actually knock out Porygon. There we go, that's a V. Okay. So Roulette was not a bad idea, after all. Like, I have no clue what I'm facing. Like, I haven't seen anything like that. Yeah, like, all I know, literally, is when you see Porygon, all you know is they have a ton of special energy. That's it. And there is a Mon definitely here that they want to attach it to. It might actually be Salamence. V and V Max, it might be. Like, my thoughts are going that way, and Lugia is just to counter the Decidueye. But at the same time, if this is exactly what I think it is, taking out Porygons should win me a game. So let's just focus on Porygons for now and see what happens. I think it's Salamence V and V Max. Come on, are you? Okay, that's not a Porygon. Alright, so he knows he has to develop the board. But this is, you know, again, even more confused now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. How much damage does Lugia do? 120 damage, and you put energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand. So it might be a Lugia deck. It literally might be just a baby Lugia deck at this point. And yeah, it's a baby Lugia deck. 100% now. I'm like super sure. So all he's doing, he has 4 copies of this Lugia, and he's just charging it with this Porygon, with Crazy Code. And he's playing, you know, special energies on it, so like 3 cycles or whatever. So whatever happens, yeah. There you go. Well, that ain't good. Okay, it's gonna be the Dene. I'm gonna just focus on that Inteleon. So it's Aurora, Getaway Scoop Up, the Dene, draw of 6. Not precisely the draw I wanted, but you know what? I'm not gonna say no to Decidueye if I can have it. But not something I kind of wanted. I wish for something else. I mean, I still can go for Research, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, you go here, Research. No. Well, that's a bust. What a dip. There's nothing else I can do. But yeah, 100% sure now that he's all about that Lugia and energy loop. Yeah, like powerful energy. Yeah, so what he wants to do is probably put 3 powerful energies on it and attack. With the help of... Okay, Boss Oldest, sure. 120. 140 right now, because it's 20 more. So you can do 140 now. Oh, I'm gonna risk it. You know what? Let's do it. Evolution instance, great. Alright. So I have a way to retreat. So it's 120 from Lugia, but with 4 strong energies, he can hit 180? 180, that's what he can hit. And that's the scary part. So I'm gonna take, looking at my hand, I'm gonna take boss's orders. And I'm gonna take Rosa. So now this energy is gonna start going to Sableye. It's a retreat. Knockout and damage here on Porygon. That's his engine. Once I'm gonna get rid of Porygon, I'm kind of, you know, in a better spot because he manually has to attach every single energy. So it's all about that little Porygon here. And he knows, oh yeah, he knows that. That's twin, so he still can't knock me out. Because it's twin, it's 140? Around that, okay. Crobat. Dude. Never mind, he's just gonna put more energy here. There we go. Oh, double, okay. Still boss orders in hand. Great, 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 great. Grass type energy on the Decidueye, that's 90, that's not a lot. So he's gonna bounce the energy back to his hand. Alright, so definitely, but this is a boss's oldest move, because it gives me a knockout on Porygon. And as I said, we have to knock it out. But for later, I don't know. I'm gonna have a grass type energy. You know what? I'm just gonna attach it here. He's gonna take 1 prize card from me, but I'm doing this. So we stopped his engine. So right now, manually, he can only attach 1 energy per turn. Inteleon is knocked out. Let's not be fooled by that. Inteleon knocked out, but I can search for a dark type energy, attach it to the Decidueye, and start doing something. Which is a bit of a plan. Right? I mean, I have a free retreat cost, so if there's something, you know, that I want to change, I can do that. Dude, why we are facing the baby decks all the time? Okay. So that's Pierce. I don't need a mon. You know what? Okay, let's go like that. I mean, he's gonna knock me out. Okay, wait. How much you're dealing for each? 60. Okay, change of the strategy. There are moments where you have to change the strategy. I'm just gonna give him a Sableye. we got Pierce, right? So I'm gonna have a Dark type energy next turn. We are ahead in prize cards. This Sableye gives me a knockout on Lugia next turn. And I have a scoop up net, so if he's not gonna do anything, I just have a scoop up net. So I can just bounce back the Sableye. It's all good, it's all fine. I mean, I can, you know, do all of that motion. Yeah, there we go. So he couldn't, you know, he couldn't down that. So right now we're going for the knockout. Sableye goes back. Pierce. I'm gonna go for the regular Dark type energy. So Aurora is still in the deck. And Crazy Claws, that's a knockout. And I'm discarding a card. There we go. So I discarded prize card because of this, right? Because of bellowing smoke. Gritcho, I'm not gonna lie, you've created a deck that I think it requires like 300 IQ to pilot. GG. Like, the knowledge you have to have about your opponent is insane to play that deck. But I like it. I genuinely like the deck. It's a fun deck to play. I like it. But the knowledge it requires is absolutely crazy. It's like you really have to know precise. Like, if you know the engine of your opponent, you can, you know, you can win. In terms of Vs and like GX decks, yeah, it's a lot easier because you just go for the Decidueye and you wait, right? And then, you know, later on you just go with Sableye. But like against baby decks, you just gotta know the engine. Holy moly, dude. But it's a fantastic deck. Love. And there you have it, a fantastic Sableye brain-melting deck. A really tough one to play, but it's a satisfying one, and it gives you those nice dabblies that you need. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy what I'm doing over here, let's not forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. Of course, down there below, you get a 5% discount on any code with purchase on Professor Oak. That does help the channel, also for the TCG players here, and many more. Goodbye, good night, have a fantastic rest of the day.